Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Awesome Games We Playin'. I'm Ryan, and today's game is Enchanted Portals. Oh boy. So when this game was announced, everyone immediately took out their pitchforks and yelled, "Cuphead ripoff!" But being a big fan of Cuphead, which I reviewed years ago here on the channel, I wanted more Cuphead, so I was a lot more forgiving than most people. So when the developers, Xixo Games Studio, or Xixo Games Studio, I'm gonna call it Xixo, launched their Kickstarter, I donated to it, but sadly they weren't able to get the funds, so my money didn't go anywhere. My good pal Jeff from HYG, who played Chipman Butters in my game Popcorn Rocket, did a Twitter DM interview with Xixo Games Studio on his channel, and you can check that out either in the card or the description below. So we didn't hear about this game for several years until 2023, and I was finally excited to play it, but oh boy, this game got slaughtered by the reviewers. So I held off on getting it when it first came out and waited for a discount on the PlayStation Store, and oh boy, let's just say the reviewers were pretty spot on about this game. First of all, we do get an opening movie to explain the premise of the game, and that's pretty much it with movie clips for the game, because the rest of the cutscenes are told through still images, and we can see a lot of the budget went into that opening movie and the animations for the characters and enemies. But I will say that a lot of the animations and the enemy designs are really well done, like Cuphead, but that's pretty much where the majority of the budget went, and not on the gameplay, because great graphics can only get you so far. Rise of the Robots. Oh man, this cold is really nasty on my throat, man. Well, first of all, you move really slow compared to Cuphead, and in a fast-paced game like this, you definitely need to move at faster speed, and I found myself having trouble dodging and moving around in comparison to Cuphead. And also, one of the more annoying mechanics in the game is that the game forces you to change weapons in order to defeat certain colored enemies. I can understand wanting to change things up a bit in order to keep you on your toes and experiment with different weapons, but Cuphead and Contra never required you to use different weapons to defeat the enemies, and this is definitely going to throw you off in the heat of the action. And as a game developer myself who also wants to make a platforming game, the level design is incredibly dull, as the first level is just this really long hallway with enemies but with no pits or platforms or anything to make it feel dynamic like Cuphead or Contra. Just play through the first level of Cuphead or Contra and compare it with this game, and you'll see a massive difference in the level design, but it does get a little better when you progress through the levels, since you'll be jumping on more platforms and avoiding pits, but it definitely feels uninspired and has taught me what not to do in an action platformer game. So this is all speculation, and I don't know how much of this is true, but I'm going to guess why this game came out in the condition it's in from a developer standpoint. So after their Kickstarter failed, Enchanted Portals was picked up by another publisher, and I have no idea if the publisher provided any additional funding, which this game could have definitely used, but I'm gonna guess they didn't provide anything funding-wise, or very little at all. I'm also going to speculate that the game was still taking way too long to develop, and the publisher forced Xixo Games Studio to release the game faster just to recoup their costs, which I don't know what the publisher's investment was, but time is still money. And I highly doubt that Xixo Games Studio wanted to release this game in this state, but I assume due to the contract, which I assume was an awful one with the publisher, they were legally forced to release the game so the publisher could recoup their time and investment. So I see Enchanted Portals as a very harsh lesson in dealing with publishers, and always read the fine print in the contract before signing on a deal. Now this is all speculation, and I don't know if any of this is true, but this is a very clear case of publisher meddling just to get a product out faster. And in all honesty, even though development of this game was taking a very long time, which it definitely shows because of the really cool character designs and animations, I still think it needed another 3 to 5 years in the oven, because it still doesn't feel like a complete game, and we all should have learned a lesson from the Cyberpunk 2077 debacle. So I highly doubt that developers at Xixo Games Studio will ever watch this video, but I do believe that there is genuine passion and talent that was inserted into this game, and had a lot of great ideas and designs, which were hampered by a poor execution and publisher interference. I do hope Xixo Games Studio learns from this experience and tries again with another game, because I do feel they have the passion and the potential to release a better game, and I hope this experience hasn't ruined their passion to make games. And as much as I would like improvements to this game, I think Xixo Games Studio should just move on to another project without publisher interference and take as much time as they need to release a fully polished product. And I do think updates for this game are still being released, so maybe it'll be a Cyberpunk 2077 or a No Man's Sky redemption arc, so maybe there is still hope for this game in the future. But as it stands now, I would say grab this game out of curiosity, but only on a discount or if someone gifts it to you for free. But don't come in expecting a decent Cuphead clone. So with that said, this is Ryan signing off, and later gamers. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to check out these other videos, and also make sure to follow me on social media and check out the official Battle Geek Plus website. Take care.